everyone, this is Nicole Romero. This is my daughter Erica. Prior to this video starting, we washed her face with a facial cleanser and applied moisturizer and sunscreen with SPF. I utilized a pore refining primer, which worked very well at minimizing the pores on Erica's cheeks. Next is foundation. I chose a foundation that matched Erica's complexion, and I used the area of her lower neck and chest area just so that it would just blend into each other from her face to her chest. I applied foundation around Erica's face, across the top of her forehead by her hairline, down her cheeks, and around her chin area. I utilized a beauty blender to blend the foundation into her face, down her chin, into her neck, down her nose. And you always want to make sure after you blended in the foundation with the beauty blender, you inspect the face, make sure there's no areas that had been missed. If there is an area that's missed, this is a perfect opportunity to add a little bit more foundation and go ahead and blend in a little bit more. In love. Next, I contoured Erica's face. I chose a liquid contour that is 2 shades darker than the foundation option I chose. I used the applicator sponge, put it across the top of Erica's forehead, down her cheeks, and around to her chin in a backwards 3 shape. I utilized the bottom of the beauty blender to blend into the skin once I had applied it to both sides of Erica's face. In love. In love. In love. Next, I used a blush brush to apply blush from the apples of Erica's cheeks in an up and back sweeping motion to apply blush to both sides of Erica's face. And I used a powder brush to blend in the blush. In love. In love. In the blush, I used highlighter. I used the applicator that came with the highlighter to apply it to the tip of the nose, down the middle of Erica's nose, on both of her cheekbones, above the blush area. And I blended out the highlighter with a contour brush.
In love. In love.
The next step I completed was powder to set the look. I chose a translucent loose powder to set the liquid and cream options that we have already applied. I dabbed a powder brush into the loose powder container, tapped off the excess, and began to apply it all over the face to the makeup that we had already applied. For Erica's eyebrows, I used a eyebrow pencil. I first used the brush on the eyebrow pencil to brush out Erica's eyebrows. I then used the pencil to create an eyebrow from the corner of the inside of her eyes to the end of her eye on the outside. Then I used small strokes to fill in the eyebrow area. I then used concealer and a concealer brush to hide any imperfections on the borders of the eyebrow area. For Erica's eyelid area, I used contour in the corner of Erica's eyes to tie in the colors we chose for today. And I also used the contour and the contour brush to line the bottom of Erica's bottom lash area. For eyeliner, today I utilized a black pencil eyeliner to define the top and bottom lash lines. At this point, to hide any dark areas under the eyes, or even if I had like made a mistake with the eyeliner, got some eyeliner that leaked down, I am applying concealer under the eyes with a concealer brush, and then I blended the concealer in and used a powder to set it. I chose a black mascara today. I applied it to both top and bottom lashes, which really makes both of her eyes pop. Lastly is lips. We chose a colored lip gloss to complete Erica's look today. She wanted more of a close to her natural lip color as we could possibly find. So that's what we did today. And to set our look today, we used a setting spray about 10 inches from Erica's face so that this will last all day.